Hey guys, it's ExandShadow, and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Last part, we beat Gloomtail and got the star key, so in this part, I sort of just jump cut back to the tower here, just to avoid backtracking on screen, you know, make things less tedious. But now that we have the star key, we can finally do stuff with the other keys that we got in here, so yeah, let's get to that. Again, if you're going for just speed, it's probably a faster idea just to get the star key first and then solve all the puzzles now, just so that you're not taking 2 trips. But it's really not that big of a deal, so I really don't give a shit. But anyway, putting the star key in there makes all of these creepy key pedestals appear. I don't know if these actually have a name, but basically what happens is you put the key into the hole, and then it turns around. You gotta put all 8 keys into the holes, and then they'll all be turned around, and then you will be able to continue with the game. It's a little bit tedious having to put each one into the have to put each one in individually, but it's really not that big of a deal. It takes what, 10 seconds. And yeah, at least it makes a little bit more sense to have multiple keys for the same exact place in this, because you know you need different keys to turn each individual one, as opposed to like a Zelda dungeon where why does each key I use break after I open each lock, right? So anyway, we do that, and then this thing starts moving. I actually kind of find this place a little bit creepy just in general, because the Palace of Shadow is just general creepy, but this place is sort of serene creepy, which is actually sort of worse for me, because it's like, this place is nice, but still creepy. Huh? What? But anyway, by doing that, we actually make these stairs appear right here. Remember that there's rooms to the right of these stairs, though, on the first floor, that is. Remember that there's still rooms over there for later, because that's important to making one funny scene in the entire game. One funny scene toward the end of the game makes sense. What was that? So anyway, now that we made those stairs move, we can continue on with the Palace of Shadow, finally. You can actually do stuff and stuff. But yeah, we're actually coming towards the final stretch. This little, we had the first third, which was the rooms that we went into in the first 2 parts of the Palace of Shadow. Then we had the second third, which is sort of the Gloomtail and Tower part. And now we're actually coming up to the last third of Chapter 8. Unless if you count the final boss and such, but that takes a while. But we're actually coming near to the end of the actual dungeon part of the game. So yeah, I just brought out Goombella just because. But anyway, yeah, it might be a good idea to save or use the heart block if you need to, because we've been waiting for you, Mario. Oh, god damn it! Wait, what? What? Professor Frankly, what are you doing here? Thank you so much for opening the door for us, Mario. Yes, that was nice. Thanks to your do-gooder predictability, my plan is generating very smoothly. Opening the door for you? What do you mean by that, you total hag? Whee! So you still don't see it? Ah, such fools. But Professor Frankly you were with when you opened the Thousand-Year Door was none other than this little freak in a sheet. My name's Dupless, but I actually really like that, because it's in Chapter 4, he's like, you know my name? Ah! And in this part, he's like, my name's Dupless, shut the fuck up. Gah! That's right, it's like eternity. Shut up, freak. Okay, right, sorry. Oh, it's the end, alright, but not for us, Beldum. You guys are going down. It's time to die. For you! I said, my name's Dupless. Yeah, I find that funny. So anyway, same basic strategies for fighting the Shadow Sirens and Dupless that we had before. Beldam, just because she has the least amount of HP, is obviously the one you want to take down first. Marilyn poses the biggest threat, but Beldam is the one that you want to take out first. Thankfully, you don't have to waste time tattling them, because we already got their tattle entries. But yeah, Dupless is probably the one you can ignore the longest, just because he's got the same amount of HP that Marilyn has, but Marilyn just has the most damage, the highest damage output. So just, I'd recommend Beldam, Marilyn, then Dupless. This is the Stampede attack. Basically, it's like his ground pound, but on every enemy. So you just mash L and R really, really fast, and then that's how you do it. But yeah, all these guys can do more damage now than before. Dupless actually has the same amount of HP, but just a slightly higher damage output. I actually think it would have been fine keeping Dupless at the same sort of damage level that we fought in Chapter 4. But I can understand beefing up Marilyn and Vivian, because we could take them out in like one round each. If they were still as strong as they were in Chapter 2. But these guys really not too bad at all. I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing screen nukes or attacks that can hurt every enemy on the screen. Focusing on one person at a time is generally your better option. But if you want to, I guess you can. I actually do like this. Dupless, after a while, will start copying either Mario or his party members. But if he manages to copy Mario, he does look exactly like the Mario that he did in Chapter 4, which is actually a nice attention to detail, I find. If he copies one of the party members, he'll just look like one of the party members, no real changes or anything. But I do like the attention to detail when he copies Mario, though, so that's nice. But yeah, oh, yeah, he thankfully doesn't stay changed in one shape for very long, but he likes to swap around a lot. And actually, since I usually have Vivian out, I almost always get a Shadow Siren reunion for this boss fight, which is actually sort of odd. But yeah, Beldam, just like before, is the most annoying one, because she can do stat buffs and stuff. Whee! I'll leave the rest to you. But yeah, these guys aren't as hard as Gloomtail, thankfully. Although they have more chances to attack, although they do more damage per turn, just in general. It's just that as you go through the fight, they get weaker, and in Gloomtail's case, he got stronger as the fight went on. But and it's really easy to take out a part of the team within like 2 or 3 turns. So just focus on one party member at a time, and you'll be okay. Oh shit! Yeah, 14 damage. Yikes. Marilyn, because Beldam gave her more chances to attack, is able to charge up and attack in one turn, which is bad. So, if you're just normally fighting her and she doesn't have that buff, if she charges, use Vivian's Veil attack immediately. You do not want to be hit with 14 damage like I did. I just got unlucky. Gah! These guys actually give out a ton of experience, too. Like, I'm gonna get over 40 star points, which is odd because most boss fights really only give you in the 30 range. I guess it's mostly just because we're fighting 3 high-powered enemies as opposed to 1 really high-powered enemy. So each of them gives, like, in the teens range of star points as opposed to just giving 30 flat star points. Though I gotta wonder how much star points the game will give you if you don't level up at all. I've just been thinking about that, because I know that the star points are scaled depending on your level, so I gotta wonder how much star points bosses will give you if you don't level up at all. And fuck! That's sort of the problem with having big bob-ombs in the audience, is that they hide the enemy, they hide when people are trying to throw shit at you, which sucks. But thankfully it's only 1 damage, which is really negligible at this point in the game. It's just not a big deal. Anyway, don't feel free to go all out on the Shadow Sirens. Don't feel like you need to conserve flower points, because there's a heart block right behind you. So yeah, 50 star points. Jesus, I think that's the most star points I've ever gotten in a standard battle ever. But anyway, at this rate, she will never. Oof. She will never what? Foreshadowing much. Anyway, unlike Paper Mario 1, you can't beat them up while they're on the ground like you could do with Junior Troopa. Oh well. I guess since they're not comedy villains, I guess it really wouldn't have the same sort of effect. Because, you know, Junior Troopa was a comedy villain. It made sense for you to be able to hit him and he'd be like, ow! But yeah, now we'll actually be able to continue on with the rest of the dungeon. We're actually in the final stretch now, as you can tell by the background. I do like this. After we messed with that astrological whatchamacallit in the tower there, now we're getting those sorts of designs all over the place, which is neat. Anyway, this area is actually my favorite area. My favorite standard area, I guess I should say, of the chapter. Mostly because it combines the puzzle solving and the traditional dungeoning that we've been doing throughout the rest of the game. And god damn it, the curse ran out. Ugh, fucking useless for me, this run. But yeah, This is around the time when you want to keep an eye on how much star points you have at this point. You don't want to end this area with any less than 70 star points. I'm not going to reveal why, but you want to have about 70 star points. I fuck up around here. Here's the thing: you want to be able to level up within one boss fight, I guess is the way I should put it. So between 70 and 99 star points is what you want to have by the time you reach the end of this area. But anyway, now we've got a lot of puzzles with party members that we haven't really used since the beginning of the game. So remember this switch we have to hit and then do some timed platforming. You're expected to use coops, though I think you might be able to MacGyver your way to do it with bobbery, which I haven't tried, but I'd assume that if you were quick, you might be able to do it. But you're supposed to use coops, so that's how you get past that. Anyway, now we can go to the left here and hit and mess around with this stuff more. You just want to hit both of those blocks and then go right back. No real big stuff we have to do back there. I do like that we're sort of that there's some continuity to the structure. Like, we're in the same 3 long rooms that we were in when we were going to fight Gloomtail. It's just that we're fighting them. We're in a lower level, which I really do like. Anyway, I lied. You want to hit the yellow block and not the green block. And then we want to use Leon to float over. So, up on him, and then go over. Yeah, we're using pretty much every single puzzle technique we have in the book. Yeah, now here... Oh, fuck. You just need to drop down. Don't worry, I said oh, fuck, just to trick you. In order to hit the block, you need to use bobbery. Just throw him. It'll take a little bit of timing, you hit him, and then if you want to reach that alcove over there, you need to use Leon and then float over. There's really nothing too special, but I think you can use Leon to float over there. Actually, you do need to use Leon to... I think you can use Leon to float over there, or you can jump with the tube like I did. But here now we actually need to start using the spring jump again, and this is the part where the depth perception really starts to kick you in the ass. Basically, the little yellow lines on the floor are pretty much where you need to line up. I had trouble telling whether that first pipe we were on was on the front or the back. But yeah, so you just spring jump onto those, and then there we go. So yeah, just line up with those 2 lines that are on the ground, and then you should be fine. You don't need to keep on spring jumping to nowhere. Anyway, here we have another thing. Now we have to hit that block with bobbery. We just throw him down, and then we throw him down, like such, blow up, and then the panel will move out. You're gonna want to write down or remember that combination of stars. So it's just like lit up star, not lit up. Light, not, light, not, light, not. I actually wrote that down because I tend to forget shit like that, but you're going to want to remember that for later. Anyway, next time we continue more with the Palace of Shadow. I'm ExandShadow, and I'll see you guys later.